going to be remembered as a legend in the U.S. Senate, whether you like him or you did not like him. I personally, I liked him. I didn't agree with all his policies, but outside of that, I had great respect for the man, his family, JFK, Bobby Kennedy, who I'd like to have seen become president. And it's a tragedy what happened all these years, and I'm sure he's going to be sorely missed by a lot of people, friend and foe alike.
Great man out there. He did everything he could, and I hope the law with the health goes along just in his memory, saying that this man never gave up for the people of Massachusetts.
As he came from a famous family, and they were always in the spotlight, and well liked, well respected.
How does his passing make you feel?
Pardon?
How does his passing away make you feel?
Made me feel bad, sad. I was sad.
Well, I heard this morning he was the third longest serving senator in United States history. I know that he's been part of my life politically since I was 16 years of age, when he was first appointed to the office and then won the election for the first time in 1964. The Kennedys were always kind of revered in our family. I recall as a child going with my grandmother to see various parades like Veterans Day, it was called Armistice Day back then, and standing in front of the old Moose Hall, which is now academic. And when Senator Kennedy, president of course at the time, came down the street, she'd always say, wave to Senator Kennedy, and a couple of times it looked like you looked back at me, carrying a hat, never wearing it. So although we're not Irish, we're of Portuguese extraction, we are firm Democrats, so we were firm Democrats, and so the Kennedys were always politically very much part of our life, and personally too. I recall the grief and the untimely death of the president. I was a freshman at Boston College at the time, and how everybody was impacted by it, how it was palpable. Walking down the streets of Boston, you could feel the grief in the air, and how when Senator Robert Kennedy was murdered, how everything passed to the youngest, the senator, the youngest in the family. He was born in 1932, so he was the youngest of all the Kennedys. And how suddenly the weight of the office passed to him, the weight of tradition passed to him. And the Chappaquiddick incident, of course, the tragedy there, and how I recall when he was making his statement about possibly stepping down, I said, no, to my friend and myself, I said, no, stay on, serve the country. If you're indicted criminally, then take it from there. But otherwise, you owe it to the people of Massachusetts. We depend upon you. And he was a superb senator. He had the abortive campaign for president in 1980. I recall giving $900 to that campaign. I was living in Bayonne, New Jersey at the time. And it failed. And from then, he dedicated himself to his life in the Senate, learning the legislative ropes and doing a great job. We've lost, they call him a lion, I guess is a fairly accurate expression of what he was.
I think Ted Kennedy was an excellent senator. He was there for the people that needed care the most, and he was always willing to help. I never heard of him turning anybody down that needed help. Actually, I think I heard this on TV this morning, and I thoroughly agree that he actually was a greater politician than his brother, because his brother was not there that long and had gotten killed, and he has spent most of his adult life as a politician in Washington as a senator, and was able to accomplish
a lot of the poor people, and he was great. He was great on politics and helping the poor people, and I mean, what can I say? The Kennedys are great people, and they've always stood by the poor people, and that's the way that's the way this country should be. People should help one another. That's the way we feel, I guess. So, yeah, but I feel bad for the man, and I'm sorry for his family, and the great family, and they served this country.
Okay. I first learned of Ted Kennedy's passing this morning when I was sitting at the bank, and started to think about his passing and reflecting upon my personal history history growing up as a child in Connecticut and being part of the Democratic Party, very supportive of Kennedy's and all that they stood for, and Ted being one of the longest lasting members of that family, the others having so tragically been taken from us. And his legacy as a leader in the Democratic Party and for America will be long-standing and truly missed.
I think Senator Kennedy was everything we knew growing up. Kennedy family was very popular, but I think all of us have reason to have gratitude to everything he's done. We've all been touched one way or another by something he's done or been a part of.